Welcome to the voice chat, everybody. This is episode 3, and my name is Maz from TheAMaazing.
I'm Laddi.
I am Rushlight Invader.
You.
What are you?
What are you doing?
There's no other guest.
I'm Illymation.
I'm Chris from Tanimayto. Hello.
Hello, Chris and Illy.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having us,
No,
Mom.
no amount of preparation is enough.
Yeah. We spent like 30 minutes going like, okay, we're gonna step by step. This is exactly how we're gonna do it. We ruined it.
Well, we both.
Guys, stop going off the script, okay? Gosh.
Chris and I are both sitting in the same room currently, so we just both looked at each other and
We
went,
were pointing at each other, going like, "You go first."
"You go first. You say first. No, you say it first." And then he slapped me like, "Ow!"
Oh, no. That's no.
No, I've been slandered, you guys.
And then Chris punched me in the face, and I was like, Chris!
Don't believe it.
True
If you
story.
say stuff like this, somebody's gonna believe it.
She was like, do it again.
Oh my god. Rush.
Yep.
No, don't
Correct.
agree to it, Illy. No.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
No. Deny, Illy. Deny. Okay.
Deny. Anyway.
Alright. Welcome to the podcast. Alright, so once again, last episode, I'm stupid, and I woke up 30 minutes after we said we were going to record, and I was like, oh no. And today, I was like, I can't have that happen again. I can't wake up later than I told them to wake up. And then, daylight savings happens in America, and there's like a miscommunication, and I'm 2 hours late again to the recording. It just eventually it's gonna get like 24 hours late or something. Like
Maz is never gonna not be late. So
yeah. See, I'm pretty good about being on time, but no, apparently not.
We gotta save our daylight for our farmers. Sorry, Maz. You gotta.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm a farmer. I'm farming away, Farmer Maz. Don't worry about it.
farming on
Oh my gosh.
RuneScape.
I heard you're
Shut up!
avid RuneScape player, yeah. You gotta be famous
Oh
for
my
that.
god. I have been exposed again. Can I listen, it's a good game, and I was thinking about making a video defending RuneScape.
Uh-oh, Maz,
Have you-
I think it's double XP weekend. You better
Dude,
go.
no. No, it's not, is
Say
it? No, shut up,
Sunday,
it's
Maz.
not.
It's Sunday.
I literally had like a heart attack. I was like, no, it can't be.
He's
I
like
wasted.
foaming at the mouth of RuneScape.
I'm wasting my time. Yeah. Oh.
Wasn't that like last weekend or something?
Yes, it was. It was a month ago, and I'm still playing RuneScape.
Oh my goodness.
Maz.
Yeah, I need to stop.
When's
It's
your
like
video gonna get done, Maz?
No, that's actually going along really well. The thing is, I wanted to get it done by today, the video,
Oh.
but
Mhm.
it's it's like I'd say 60-70% done. The second half is pretty light on like new animation, new frames, so I think I can get it done in a day or two. But the old Maz would have been like, okay, time to sacrifice sleep today and then finish it all today because I set a deadline. But this Maz is just like, you know what? Listen, I've got other things in my life. I'm gonna do it in 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's double XP weekend. You gotta.
Exactly. You just gotta keep on farming, man. Farming Maz. Listen. Okay. So, we're not like super, like fancy or super structured, but we do like obviously I have like a very light list of things we could talk about. And one of them is immediately when we started getting on this, the voice chat, the podcast name. But they were like, "Yeah, dude, somebody came over to our house yesterday," and I was like, "Stop this! Stop it! You can't talk
I
about
saw
it
a
here."
foot.
Yeah, you're a ruiner of fun conversations because you put a stopper on it and you go, no, this is for the podcast.
This is
This is for
gold.
the podcast, okay? Are you trying to have a normal conversation, Chris? Shut up, Chris. Okay.
Yeah, so we had a little meetup with YouTuber Billy But Better.
Mm-hmm.
He really is better in person.
Yeah, his whole name is Billy But Better in person.
But
We got a little bit of Korean barbecue.
a lot. That's like all we ate
A lot
yesterday.
of Korean. It turns out that Billy can eat a buttload of beef, and there's something a little bit embarrassing that I didn't tell him, but I actually don't eat beef because I'm a pescatarian. I only eat fish.
No.
Yeah, and we're sitting there, and then Chris is like, "Oh,
But he picked like a certain all-you-can-eat course that had all beef.
yeah."
And I didn't want to make it awkward with
No,
him.
yeah. And then Chris was like, "Oh, let's get shrimp." And then Billy was like, "But that's on the expensive menu." And Chris was like, "Okay."
No, Chris, you have to
Yeah, and then Billy was like, "We can pay more. That's okay." And Chris was like, "No, it's okay."
No, Chris. I would have just been like, "Yo, listen, I can't eat that, man." Like
I didn't want to make it awkward.
You're a
you're making it
pushover.
awkward for you sitting there and not eating.
Oh, I totally ate the beef. I hurt my belly, but I ate the beef.
Yeah.
It was good.
No
It
way.
tasted good.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're an animal.
You ate beef instead of
Yeah.
just saying, "Hey, I don't eat beef."
Yeah. And then today we slept for 10 hours because we were so conked out on beef.
It hurt my belly.
Aw.
But
I love me some beef.
But
That's
it was
so
fun.
bizarre.
it was fun.
I feel like I'm marking our time with Billy as not fun because it was actually
It was
quite
very fun.
amazing. He's a smart guy with a lot to say about the YouTube animation community. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just hit
man, if
100K,
only he hadn't written one punch penis.
Oh,
maybe-
God.
Oh man, that's like a sore spot for that dude.
I love that video.
He's a good sport about it, and he's like, yeah, I learned a lot, and I'm still, yeah, it's good, all good.
Yeah, he's gonna be on a future episode because I love the guy as well. Like I love the guy to bits. But he's just I love him. But he's very not very, but he's extroverted. But he's like an idiot sometimes, and I love it. I love that.
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He's kind of like an information sponge, in that
Yeah.
he'll be very quiet so that he could listen to all the cool or the juicy details, and then he'll store it for just the right time. I think.
Oh no, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with him though, guys.
Well, the thing is, okay,
Yeah.
I think we glossed over this pretty quickly. But why was he there?
Oh, so he lives kind of close to us. He's in the
Can you
he
say?
lives close to
Yeah,
us.
no, don't say.
Let's invite stalkers to
He actually lives in 99 Baker Street.
Exposed.
So he was like a 30-minute drive away, and
Yeah.
then
And can we say too how we hung? Well, I mean, never mind. It's
Yeah.
out. I'm trying to dance around all of this, but yeah. So we were like, hey, we Chris and I had a really busy weekend. Friday night we went to a concert, and now Chris is temporarily staying at Alex's place.
Yeah, I'm staying with Alex for a month, which is a very weird experience. Sorry, it's Alex Clark of YouTube, and
YouTube.
I feel like I'm name dropping or something.
I think I've heard of him.
It's Alex Clark, yeah.
Yeah, and why did we bring this up? Oh, right.
Because we were staying at his house, and then Billy lives not too far away. We met for Korean barbecue, and we were like, oh, hey, Alex is currently moving to a new house, and he would love to say hi. And Billy was like, oh, whoa, what? Yeah. And so
What?
We
that's
took a picture with Alex and
Billy's foot.
No, I hate that. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hated it. I hate feet.
It was great.
And you had to take a picture with a foot. I hate it.
It
Gross.
So
turns
good.
out that Billy's foot smells really good, like fruit
No.
or something.
What?
It's
You
so good.
smelled it?
Dude, okay, listen,
Like
not only does it
the
smell good, when you taste it, though, that's when it actually,
You gotta go in between
There's
the
a
toes.
reason why it's part of his character. It's a
triggered.
very integral
Rush
part
is
of
literally so mad.
Rush, do you have a foot phobia?
I just hate the feet are just gross, man. Just
Feet is great.
I agree. They're gross.
No,
Looking at 'em,
Just
they wiggle,
sniff
it's like,
feet
come
for
on.
life, just you get a lot of
Boris likes
people.
to put mayo on a bowl of feet, and he eats it.
Listen,
like
what I
Burger
like
King
to
foot
do
lettuce?
is take a lot of Burger King foot lettuce, and then just right, the foot fungus. stupid.
I love Australian cuisine, you guys.
And then we add a little bit of kangaroo meat in there.
and some Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Ew. I have to say, I tried Vegemite in 7th grade.
You didn't try Vegemite. Every time an American says, I tried Vegemite, it's like, how do you try it? They're like, yeah, I dipped a spoon and ate it. I'm like, you idiot. You idiot. It's like, it's
No, we put it on a cracker.
that's not how you, well, you can eat it on a cracker, but nobody does that anymore. No one does that.
How do you eat it then?
You, like, the thing is, it's an extract. It's you're meant to spread it on really thin on, like, toast, right? And then you put cheese or butter over it, and boom, it's great, veggie toast.
So you're not really supposed to eat it.
Like, you're not meant to, like, as in, like, you're not meant to eat it, like, you don't spread it like Nutella. That's absolutely disgusting, right?
That's American.
Did you call Nutella disgusting, Miles? Because
No, I would never commit that sacrilege, okay? No. Nutella is sacred, okay? I FANART Nutella over Nutella. All right.
What's the point of a spread if you don't spread it?
Well, it's not a spread. Everybody thinks it is a spread. It's like an extract spread, which means it's more concentrated. It's a really concentrated spread. And if that's the case, you don't just go like and just like, you know, slather it on left and right.
Wait, how do you not do it?
You don't go like you know.
Could you extract just the portion of this podcast where Maz says,
no.
Thanks, boosted.
It's like I'm a turkey. I'm just
an hour of just him going.
I want it set to music. I want it on my desk at 7 a.m.
I want it set to music, and if there's a music video, I want it to be me, like, anime style, aggressively slathering Vegemite, like.
That's gonna be my ringtone, and when we meet up at VidCon, like, someone's gonna call me, and
oh my god. How did we get here? We were talking about Alex Clark and how everyone's having it out, and then we came to Vegemite foot slathering. Oh, that's how. No, okay, that photo.
That, like, naturally things are attracted to things with more mass. I think this podcast is naturally attracted to
Chris,
making Maz look bad.
Are you calling me fat? What the heck?
Man.
There's no denial, guys. That's it. That's wow.
What a great podcast we're having. I love it.
Maz is a big boy.
I'm a thick boy.
Oh,
well, see, I see the picture on Twitter. I'm like scrolling through Twitter, very apathetic as usual.
Yes.
Animating away, but I'm obviously scrolling through Twitter, so I guess I wasn't animating. But I see that picture of you three and the foot, and I'm just like, literally, I don't usually have this, but I had like a pang in my heart. I was like, dang, I wish I could just be like, what's up, homie? You know what I mean? Like, just be there and hang out.
He saw Billy's foot, and he was like, dang.
Damn, I wish I could just lick that, you know? Like,
I want to lick it so bad. I just want to.
Well, no, I don't want the fan art of this podcast to be me just licking a foot and spreading Vegemite. Right
now, it's too late.
You won't be licking any foot. You'll be licking Billy's foot.
Oh no!
Man.
Oh yes.
Oh.
But I really. Oh, go for it.
Oh, you're fine. I get you though, Maz. Like, I'm so excited for the day when we all like meet in real life and like, it's gonna be a bunch of emotions at once.
Are we gonna lick each other's feet? What's going on?
Yeah, that's
We need like
I'm
a circle.
Have to wear like double layers of socks in front of Maz.
Make him work for it.
Be careful, Maz will lick ya.
So...
he's like an excited golden retriever. Like, oh, he's a licker. And you're like,
no, this is not me. I don't.
This is a lot of people's first impression of you, Ellie. And you're making a lot of like.
I'm gonna start an ASMR channel.
I think that's what you're going for.
Well, the thing is, for VidCon, Laddi was trying to organize this one thing in which she and everyone else wore Heelys, and it was healing. And she was like, we're going to heal you around the place. And so it was just literally going to be like, squad, roll out. And we just heely out of there.
I'm going to get like matching Heelys and stuff too. It's going to be so cool.
That sounds great. Can we still do that?
No, but the thing is, and then VidCon said they were banned in
What?
But I don't care. I'm gonna go to California and wear Heelys anyway.
The thing is, Laddi, as soon as we step out of,
wear them at VidCon.
No, that's it. As soon as we step out of VidCon's like area, we could just be like, all right, squad roll out, and we just roll out in Heelys.
I'll carry we'll all be carrying our wheels in our whatever, and just put them in real quick and squad roll out.
We could just really pathetically try to skid across the concrete,
If there's just a group of 11 people all just healing.
Can you imagine one of our fans they're walking to VidCon and they just see 13 of us just driving away in a Heely? What the heck? What is happening?
Those losers.
I can't wait to meet my favorite animation YouTube. No.
Like a biker gang.
Never mind.
It's like a biker gang. We have the leather jackets, and we're just what's up?
What would it be called? What's on the back of the leather jacket?
Healing away the feelys.
That was too quick. What the heck? Were you thinking about that? What the heck is wrong with you, Laddi?
Her whole life was up to this moment.
I was waiting.
She dissolves now. She's like, my purpose is done. Goodbye, my children.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Heelys with feelies. No,
wow.
I was never gonna get Heelys. Get out of here.
Wow.
No, Maz, I'm getting you Heelys.
But they're I'm spending so much money to go to America.
You're gonna be the odd one out, and you're not gonna be wearing any Heelys, and we're all gonna be cool, and you're gonna be the loser, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm such a loser because I don't have Heelys. And I'm
You can't have the feelies.
Okay, Maz, I saved you, and I give you a pair of Heelys.
No.
The power of Heelys compels you.
Listen, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah, you do.
I think doesn't Heelys also increases your chance of injury?
Getting laid.
Well, so
Getting laid? No.
Dangerously sometimes.
Not having Heelys increases your chances of dying alone, Maz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk into the animation crew without Heelys and they just beat me up.
What the fuck are the Heelys?
Where's the Heelys? If you don't have Heelys, you don't have feelies.
Ma, you don't understand. In America, Heelys get the bitches. You want the
Stupid Australians. They don't.
And then you tip them, right? And then you tip them and then you clap. You just clap for no reason. You just clap and then tip them for clapping. I'm genuinely afraid of tipping. I don't know how it works. I think
Falling
it's
over?
15%. I don't know.
15's okay, but to be nice, do 20.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
not
like
gonna
them,
do that.
do 20.
I'm
If you
spending
did
so
it-
much money. I don't want to spend.
Well,
We'll
but over here they get paid $2 an hour because they're assumed to make up the rest in tips. It's a messed up system, but dude,
Okay,
Gotta be
see,
nice.
in Australia, when you buy something off the store, that is literally how much money it'll cost. They take into account the tax. In America, you walk in and you pay. It says $10, and then you go up to the counter and it's this is $12 because of tax. And I'm like, what?
I think food and clothing aren't taxed, but everything else is toys and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want an
America's weird.
avocado, there you go.
I'm just
Why
gonna
not do
tip
it?
everyone. Hey, Tim, thanks for being a good bus driver. Tip. And then somebody looks at me thanks for looking at me. And then I go look at a homeless person. Man, you're doing a good homeless person job. And just tip them.
You're doing a good homeless person.
Yeah, you're doing a good homeless. You're doing
Can I
a good
have
homeless.
a tip for being your friend?
No.
No.
I actually heard you have
No.
a tip for organ sales, so
I don't want to be
yeah.
your friend.
What's up, Chris?
Laddi, what's
you have to
the
tip for organ sales. I think. What's
yeah,
I forgot.
what's the tax rate for that?
What's
Or is
the
it
what?
really under the table? What's the tax rate for organ?
Oh, it's super
sales?
under the table. No, maybe
Figured.
a cent max tax. Cause
Max
I mean,
tax?
I'm really generous. I care for the people.
Laddie, do you think you should talk about your black market organ sale on a podcast?
Oh,
I don't.
No. I'm just kidding.
Cut that out! Oh my god! No.
Oh god, they'll find me. The FBI knocks on your door.
FBI agent, I love you.
Okay, minus all the
Stay right where
organ
you are.
sales. There's so many people going to VidCon.
Yeah.
It's like, and okay, obviously I'm excited. You know, obviously seeing the picture of you guys, it's like, you know, it warmed my heart. Well, not warm, maybe a little envious.
Yeah.
But it's just like, when I go there for 2 weeks, I need to meet everybody. I need to meet like everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you nervous about like time management? Because I really want to like have quality time with like all my friends in the community, and I'm so afraid of like
not meeting everyone.
There's gonna be a lot of people.
I agree. That's it's not like a huge fear right now because obviously it's 3 months away, but it is a definite fear because I have a lot of like I'm so popular, but I have friends like you know I have different friend groups.
I'm
right?
so popular.
And
like, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm pretty good.
And not just with animators though. Like some of the Australian YouTubers, they're going over, and so I want to hang out with them. But obviously, like the Rush and everyone else and all them squad. And then you have James and Jaden and all them. And then you have like Nunu squad who is not like a squad who are not animators, but they go to VidCon anyway. Like there's a lot of people too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups with names now. Are you guys afraid? Like it might be like a gang situation where
we got the Heelys.
Snapping
We're
at
gonna
you.
be the Heelys squad.
The Heelys Feelys. We are a gang, okay?
We're gonna
The
be
Heely
snapping.
Heathens.
It's gonna be like West Side
The
Story. We're gonna be, like
heathens.
snapping and like.
Heely Heathens. They're
I think we'll get
recognized.
along pretty well.
It'll work out.
No, I think so. Cause like were you guys still keen on having like the massive party / meetup or whatever?
Yeah.
I would love
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
What I'm worried about is like after the con's over, like the sadness of like going
Yep.
back home after meeting
Yep.
all of your like.
It's a thing. Post convention depression. That's a real
I am
thing.
so-
It generally.
I am not looking forward to that because I know that's gonna happen to me like real bad. It's gonna hit me
sure.
hard. I go
Actually,
home and be like, oh.
It might happen even sooner because in
Yeah.
my experience, it's day 3 of VidCon. Everybody's pooped out and depressed and
Aw.
Bro, what the heck? No, I'm always excited.
Chris gets sad.
What the what the heck? Like depression circle? No, what?
Blood
I'm just
rubbing.
sitting there like, what the heck? What? No, what?
because like we've never met anybody at VidCon, so what happens is you get really excited day 1 and day 2 for like all these people that you've only talked to online, and then day 3 after you said a whole bunch of stuff, you're like, oh, I said a lot of weird things. I hope they don't hate me. Oh,
Chris,
no.
I think you're exposing your inner insecurity right there.
Yeah.
I'm secretly a very nervous
No,
boy.
I am too. Yesterday when we left, like we were parked like right next to Billy, and we both got in our cars. We're like, okay, bye. And then like I walked around, we got into our cars. I see him again. I'm like, oh, hello again, Billy. And he goes, I hate you, and gets in his car.
Wow.
And I turned to Chris and I was like, does he hate me? Like,
Oh no.
we're both like that. Of like, fuck.
We'll do things that are out of character and silly, and then we'll instantly regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to
Aw.
tell Billy to get out of the car when we like first saw him, so I like, but instead of just knocking on the window and being like, hello, it's me, I like went up to the car and I squatted. I hope you can imagine this.
Oh, no.
I squat and then I wiggle my arms like I'm doing the wave or something until he saw me. And then he was like, oh, and got out of the car like nothing happened. And I was like, oh god.
Obviously, he had to pretend that never happened.
But I was like,
okay, I've learned this. You've just got to own it. You've just got to own it. Okay.
yeah.
That's true.
There's nothing else you can do. Like if you back out, like, oh no, was that weird? That's what happens. You get like insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it like it's beyond that. It's like I'm gonna commit and I do something weird and then it's like 10 minutes later I'm like, wait. They did.
Like a lot of my friends in real life, I have more energy than in online because I can see you guys' faces, right?
Yeah.
I'm opposite. I get more extroverted in real life.
Wow.
So there was like we were eating in a cafe, and the 8 of us, and we were just chatting away. And then one of our doctors came down, and she's like, "Hey, I'm one of the doctors. I just want to say hi." And the way I introduce myself to any newcomer to make an immediate impression is, "Hi, my name is Maz, like the planet Maz," or hi, my name is Maz, like Bruno Mars, except a little bit cooler, you know?
Oh no.
That immediately gets a little, like, light chuckle, and then immediately gets into, like, remember me, because they remember Bruno Mars. And I say that, and I'm being really
should I have
extra.
been calling you Mars the whole time?
No. Listen, you can pronounce me Maz, please. No.
I love Mads.
Can we get Maz in here, please? So like, yeah. So I'm being extra as usual. I'm making conversation, and she's like, and apparently it was cringe how I said my name is Maz, like Bruno Mars, except a little bit cooler. And she's like, well, I actually don't like Bruno Mars, and I replied with, well, listen, there's plenty to like about me. And which like the thing is, like, in that scenario, if I had kind of stepped out, like I had stopped being, stopped owning it, and when she said, well, I don't actually like Bruno Mars, I could have been like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been really cringe.
That's how me and Chris would act. We're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But we're a team, then we turn around and be like, it's okay, you're valid.
You're just gonna own it.
I'm very curious. Mars, I know you met up with James during VidCon Australia.
Mm-hmm.
But Laddi, have you met anybody from the online world before?
Never.
Have you met anybody?
No, I've never met like anyone online, which is why I'm so nervous about this.
It's weird, Laddi. It's weird, dude.
We're all strangers, and we're all gonna kidnap you.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't feel like Laddi. When I saw James, it didn't feel like he existed. I was like, "What the heck?
Yeah.
What are you doing in front of me?" I see you like over the Skype chat. What are you doing in front of me? Why am I holding your hand?
Oh, no. Why aren't you holding his feet?
Oh, you're right. Dang it, you're right. Missed opportunity.
You'll have to make up for that next time.
It was just like a lot of crazy stories happen, like with Connect 4 and all that. Yeah. Actually, hold on. No, speaking about crazy stories, Rush, didn't you say you had a crazy story?
I do have a crazy story. It's pretty good.
Oh.
All right, so I went to the store the other day, Walmart. You know about Walmart?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a shitty place. Anyways, yeah. I went to go to get some toothpaste, all right? I went to the cashier. They rang me up. I went home. I was like, oh, sweet. Fresh new toothpaste. Dinner's starting soon. I'm going to drink some orange juice. I got to brush my teeth first because I love how that tastes. It's like, who doesn't love orange juice and toothpaste taste? All right, and I went and brushed my teeth. And I was like, oh, my God, here comes the moment I've been waiting for. And then I unscrew the cap. The cap falls in the sink. And I'm like, well, there it goes. The end.
I knew it. Okay, piece of garbage. Okay, so Chris, earlier when you were sorting out your mic, he says to us, he's like, guys, I have a really crazy story. And I was like, dude, all right, that'll be great. And Laddie's like, I bet it's going to be like last episode in which he actually said he had a crazy story but didn't. And I was like, oh, that's absolutely.
No, this is crazy.
Shut up.
Wait, I have a question. Did you find the cap?
No, it's gone forever, and now it's dried up and ruined.
Oh my God!
I will slap the Heely out of you. Okay,
it's over.
I heard you going, "Shut up, Rush! Shut up!"
Yeah, I know what I mean. I was like, already, like I knew what was happening.
I was enjoying everything.
Rush.
Yeah, what's up, B-boy?
I can help you tell a story if that helps, but like, so. Maz met like one person.
Yeah.
Laddie's never met anybody from the online world. You met like 7 people at the same time.
And we had an orgy, yeah.
Sorry, I gotta recover from that. Were you like cool with what was happening?
Well, I had a giant zit on my face, and I was really upset. So I was like pissed when I came to New York. I just had a giant ass zit.
He was quiet, dude. He's like a little quiet boy in real life.
No. I was like, hey guys, what's up? Gave them all hugs. So I'm like, hey guys, thanks for meeting me at the airport and picking me up because I'm a terrible person. I can't get around places. And we hanged out.
I don't have Heelys.
I was lost without them.
You should have got Heelys, Rush.
My feelies were hurt.
Should have had a Heely.
Exactly.
Solves all your problems.
So Rush is a quiet boy.
Rush is a
no,
quiet boy?
How dare you say that?
It's It's okay. We'll sit in a quiet room and we'll watch anime together.
I'd probably be hanging around Rush like 90% of the time, though. Honestly.
Hell yeah, I'll be at the house at the pool most of the time, Laddi. You can hang out.
Yeah, I want to hang out at the pool.
Yeah, buddy.
Can I go to the pool too?
Yeah.
No, you're
You're
not
a
invited.
swimmer.
I'm a swimmer. Did you guys swim?
Wait,
Yeah, I swim.
you're-
I was in swimming. for a
I was in
while.
swim
too.
team. Want to race?
Wait. Quick swim excitement here. What did you swim? Were you a
500.
sprinter?
Yeah,
500?
I was. Yeah, I was.
Oh,
I
long
was like
distance.
backstroke mostly because I was really good
Ooh.
at that.
You have strong shoulders.
I don't know how to swim. If
You know how to
Buffalo.
swim, you nerd.
Buffalo.
Laddie and Rush are good at swimming. I don't even know how to swim.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
swim
good
team.
at swimming
Mons,
too.
we gotta teach you how to
Oh
swim.
my god, Mons,
No, we're not taking time
Yeah,
out of
we're gonna
Los
take-
Angeles
we're gonna
time.
Take all
Yeah.
week, all 7 days. We're gonna teach
Oh.
you.
It'll be like a
You
training
guys-
montage with Eye of the
Yeah.
Tiger.
It's
Wait,
like-
Mom, so you don't know how to swim?
Well, I know the basics and I can move in water, ish,
In water?
but I'm not great at it.
Well, if it's okay, I never learned how to ride a bike.
Neither, dude. I have no skills. I have no.
Oh my
Wow.
god! Maz.
But can you ride Heelys?
Can you Heely?
Possibly.
That's the real
This
question.
is why he doesn't want Heelys. Yeah.
Oh, you don't even know how to ride a bike.
You guys have cracked the code.
It's okay. I've had
Sorry.
Heelys before too, but my mom, because I would ride them around at Walmart back when they were like not banned yet. And every time I Heeled around my mom though, I'd fall. And my mom was like, the next time you fall, I'm throwing away your Heelys. And I was like, no, Mom,
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
sorry. Because she didn't want me to get Heelys, but my dad got them for me because I did a
Sick.
good job on a test or something. And I was like, heck yeah,
Aw.
Heelys.
Sick.
And my mom threw them away after like
Oh no.
Aw.
yeah, so I'm like, I will avenge you, Heelys.
Dude,
That's
my
why I
parents
wanted
used
to
to-
Heelys
Doesn't want
squad.
me to get Heelys.
The Heelys and Feelys.
Yeah.
Heelys feelies. My
So
mom
funny.
also didn't want me to get Heelys for the same reason. Same with like a trampoline or anything relatively fun.
Hi guys, welcome to the Heely chat.
It's actually called the Heely podcast.
Wheel all your troubles away.
Oh my god. We'll help you heal.
We will help you
That was
heal.
gonna say. Oh, like okay, so your parents gave you that for like a present, right? My parents, they perhaps that's the Asian in them, but they're like, hey, we'll pay you for getting good grades, and I was like, what?
Hey.
They're like, yeah, if you get like a high distinction, you get $50, $100, and I was
Holy
like, oh,
crap. Oh.
yeah,
My grandparents did that for me.
yeah.
My
Bring
mom.
the-
And now
home.
I expect money whenever I do good grades. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
buddy.
dang it, mom.
I
Good
used
motivation.
to like never read because I hated like reading books and stuff. So it got to the point where my mom was like, I will pay you money for every book you finished. So I
Oh, wow.
yeah, I would read books to get money.
You could have just said you read like 3 books, and he was like, all right, well, give me the money.
Rolling.
No, I'd have
Laddie, I
to
thought
show
you-
my mom and tell her what I read and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say like, yeah, I don't know how to read, and that's it.
And
Just straight up, that's it.
Wait, do
I'm
you still hate
illiterate.
reading?
No, I like reading now. It was like just a
Aw.
stage, I guess. Like
This is
not a
disappointing.
phase,
because she
Mom.
hates
Wait,
reading.
so
I very much dislike reading.
aw.
What?
I
Sorry.
don't do it a lot because I
know.
don't have time, but
Yeah.
when I do read, I like it.
when I was a kid, my I didn't like to read either. But then this thing came out called Yu-Gi-Oh, and I had to read it. I was like,
Yes.
it's like I learned new words like effect and summoned. I'm like, oh my god, these words are amazing.
Is that why all your scripts have the word effect and summoned in them?
Yeah, every script has to have those. And Blue Eyed White Dragon, you can't let him.
I'm writing an episode about Yu-Gi-Oh. Will you be in it, Rush?
Always give anything Yu-Gi-Oh related, just give it to me.
Thank you, baby.
Mm.
Not
Oh,
in the
oh,
podcast.
Illy's right there. Okay.
Oh, Illy, leave the
You're
room.
supposed to make out after the podcast.
Yeah, Chris.
Go into like a
Yeah,
private
cheat on
chat.
Illy after the podcast, guys. Please
Yeah.
have some decency.
Sorry.
Don't do it in front of me. Make it a surprise.
Not in front of my salad. Come on.
Oh, I don't think Chris and Illy know about that.
Oh yeah,
Salad thing?
I know that. Yeah.
You know about that
I
meme?
mean, yeah.
Okay, good.
All the memes, okay?
We're hip. We're
Twitter
cool.
Twitter is so good on memes. Like they're so far ahead of the game, and I love that. Right? Obviously, 4chan's number one, but Twitter's high up there.
There have been meme watch time. So
Meme watch.
Because this is
Like crime watch.
Welcome to the recurring event meme watch, where we're talking about the new shit.
The hottest memes.
Drake and Josh made a comeback,
Yes.
huh?
Yeah.
Guys?
I love those
Really?
ones. Yeah, you
Wait,
not seen
what?
Laddi?
Have you not seen those?
There's the
No.
car one, and then the one like the one he's very upset with him. Like, it's like, are you serious? Kind of look.
So
No.
there's this. If you've seen kind of the really crappy Mario and Luigi game meme where they're like, "Oh, nice of Princess Toadstool to invite us to blank, eh, Luigi?" Like that one. It's kind of like that where you see just Drake and Josh in like really weird situations, basically.
Or they'll be in somewhere and then they'll be like, "Wait, why are we?" And like Megan. And like, so someone
Yeah.
put them in with like the Smash.
Yeah, how did we end up in Smash Brothers, Josh?
Megan.
Have you seen the there's a show in which the actor for Josh Peck was on. I think it's like the what's it called? It's the one where he gets bullied and he's a little fat. Oh, what's the show?
All that.
It's basically like so when they were doing Drake and Josh, the actor Josh Peck, he was on a movie, a pretty serious and dark movie.
Oh my god.
About a bunch of kids. Like he was playing the bully, right? And
Oh my
he
God.
bullied the other kids, and the other kids are like, "Hey, we're gonna pick on you now." And then they went into a canoe, and they were like canoeing down. And then like they set Josh Peck off, and he's like, "Well," and I'm gonna censor myself, but it's like, frick you, Darren, you Japanese," and then like says like, a lot of expletives, right? And then they push him over, and then he dies. But anyway,
Wait, Josh
one of my
died?
favorite. What in that movie? But what I love
God.
is like, wow, I don't remember this episode of Drake and Josh, and it's just him like just cursing out a storm. It's so funny. It's okay. I'll link it in the links hashtag link section.
Yes. And how is Laddi's meme doing? Oh, it's really hot? Okay, great.
Just wanted to check.
Great.
Laddi is a meme by herself. Okay, don't even.
I'm so excited. One of the things that I wanted to do, like for my face reveal, is every now and then I'll be really bored, and so I'll just record a bunch of weird Snapchat stories and I'll make little skits. And I have all of them saved, and I kind of wanted to like post all of them into like one video where
It's just a flood of Laddi.
they're all like total memes. And I'm like really excited.
I like the one where you're just like, a delicious child? A child?
Yeah. I was hiking with my sister and her friend, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's a child. I'm going to eat him."
That was from the Game Grumps
And then
episode.
he just runs away.
Yeah. And there's this one where like I was waiting for a ride because I used to help out like my church do graphics and stuff, so I was waiting for him to pick me up. And I was in like our little sunroom, and we have like exercise equipment in there. And so I was like, I made a little skit, and I was like, "Welcome to gym with Laddi. We're gonna do gym." And so like, it ended up with me like getting like those exercise balls. I got that, and I'm like, "Okay, guys, now that you threw your disc at your partner," which is like, it was like a big like 10-pound dumbbell thing that I like picked up, and I was like, "Now we're gonna pretend that we're pregnant," and I just got the exercise ball.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You did do a gym.
I did do the gym. And there's just a bunch of little like, it was so stupid.
Jim Jr.
Are you gonna make a Snapchat public? Are you gonna?
I want to make a public Snapchat, but probably not my personal one.
Yeah. I have too much. I
wish Snapchat had like the thing where you can like log into multiple accounts at once.
Yes. Why
That's
does
what I
why does
want.
not everybody have that? Like
Right?
seriously.
Yeah,
Queen.
I live
Even
off of that.
Facebook has it. When Facebook has it before you Snapchat, that's when you know you kind of lost the
Right.
race.
You should be very careful with your face reveal, though, Laddi, because Maz did a face reveal, and now just nobody watches his channel anymore.
No one likes me anymore. No.
It's okay.
No one loves me.
Unlike mine,
It was the
I'm
mayo.
gorgeous.
Man, I put mayonnaise in my face. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
you
literally.
kinda
I don't
ruined
do
your
that because that's
brain.
nasty.
I recently rewatched some of my videos and I laughed at myself because I forgot what I did in them and I was like, "That's pretty funny." Like
It
I,
was pretty great, yeah.
I love my own sense of humor. Obviously, obviously I should,
Mm-hmm.
but and like the vlog is so funny to me. It's just me being dumb, and then at the end I get sappy. I wish I could cut that out, but it's like
Wow.
Oh, I love the
Sappy.
sappy part
You
because
gotta
so
balance it out. Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I've been watching this.
Sorry.
So go on.
you're
No.
fine.
So I've been watching this new YouTuber, and their name is Cody Co. He's like a Viner that used to happen. I usually like snort or like exhale very fast with with my nose when I watch a video that's funny. But his videos make me laugh out loud so many times. Like literally, like I'm choking on my food because I eat during watching, and I'm just like, this guy's way too funny. I can't eat right now. I love
No.
it. Definitely recommend Cody Co.
Cody Co. Alyssa's looking it up as we speak.
Especially
Oh,
the
sorry,
one,
I
like,
sold you
that's-
out. I'm sorry, I
Sold
sold
me
her
out.
out.
That's cringe. Yeah, you should definitely just check that out. That's cringe. But Laddi, you were saying?
I forgot.
Well, okay. Also, Chris, I want to talk to you about this.
Ooh.
Tea
About
time.
toothpaste?
Let's get
Yes, buddy.
serious. Okay, this is serious now. Do you also like feet? No. No. So
Oh, I love feet.
I've recently come to an epiphany where I'm just like, hey, I'm currently in the fortunate position where, like, I have I have a scholarship to go to university. It's like it's a big one, so my living and food and accommodation is all set from that scholarship, right?
Wow.
And so I don't need YouTube, right? And it sounds like I'm bragging, but it does make it's for a reason.
Right.
So YouTube isn't necessary for me. It's great. I want to succeed and I want to keep making videos because it's fun and it's like I just enjoy doing it, but I don't
Right.
need it. And I was recently kind of bummed out because I was like, man, I wish I could just give away my give away subscribers, but I wish I could just like I wish I could just like show people other channels that deserve more.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I didn't want to stop, and I was like kind of bummed out because I was like, man, I wish I could have a bit more time so I can animate. And then I realized that I can combine both of them together to make a solution in which I'm now reinvesting the money that I make from YouTube into my YouTube itself and hiring someone else. So I've begun hiring. I hired a background artist.
Who'd you hire?
Really?
If you
Is
can
it
share.
secret sauce? Is this?
No, it's a Pepiot. I'm gonna mention her.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool.
so good. Yay,
Yeah, she worked on Adam's video, and I recommended her to Adam, and Adam was into working on a video. So I was like, hey, dude, if you're free, could you help me out? And she's like, yeah, sure. And it's not permanent.
Oh.
It's like maybe for this video, maybe next video I might get some. I don't know what this
Wow.
procedure is, but it's interesting because I was like a solo, and I'm now transitioning to perhaps a solo, but with someone else helping out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Because I'm a helper outer person.
You're
And
the
so
helper
you-
outer, and that's why I just wanted to like.
Yeah.
Because you're like
Cool.
you're an interesting case of a helper outer. Like for example, Rush is also a helper outer.
Yeah.
Right, Rush?
Yeah, but you kind of Rush has his own brand, and I'm kind of
Exactly, and see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting because Rush helps out. Well, it's not a secret. Rush helps out James. Only with the coloring though. James does all the animation. So
Yeah.
that's the joke. Rush does all his animation. No, so like it's interesting because Rush has his own channel and he's got his own projects happening, and it's only because of Rush's work ethic that he can balance it out perfectly, right?
Yes.
And then Overwatch as well. Ignore that. But then with you, you're very much into the helping field. You are known around in the community as the guy who's like,
Yeah, that's kind of my brand now. Is like, I'll do work for people.
mhm. And it's fine. It's nothing
Yeah,
inherently wrong
it's
with
fun.
it.
I mean, the comfortable thing is like I could like maybe, not that I would, but if I did something that was very disastrous to my brand, it won't affect my like ability to work for people that much. I don't know. I don't think I would ever like. I don't know, kill
Go
a
to a
dog
suicide
or
fault
anything.
forest.
But
You
never
wouldn't?
For $1 million, step on the
I kill dogs for free. No, I'm sorry.
and then Laddi harvests the organ.
Oh,
and then
no.
Mom
Laddi and I are a crime duo.
That's our process. We can't reveal.
Hey, Laddi, let's take Rush's dog next.
No, not Tyson.
But yeah, I don't have to worry too much about like maybe writing or how to present a brand. I just get to focus more on how to make a story look better and like the visual feel. And I get to geek out about something, like thumbnails, which you and I both love to really put a lot of thought process into.
Heck yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, oh my gosh, I hope you enjoy the process of having an assistant, because I think it's super cool that now the animation community can like expand a little bit, maybe because our budgets are going up just like a tiny bit. And yeah, oh my gosh, can I go on a mini rant about how
go for it.
I think it's super cool that animators are hiring people, but I think there's like a little bit of an undercurrent of people who think it's really I don't know,
lazy.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's a lot of work to manage somebody and to have to plan something and explain it to other people in a way that like makes your vision still really cool. And yeah, if people start thinking that it's not cool to have an assistant, then like my job goes away, and I'd be really sad, you guys.
No, okay. I think the audience perception is different from perhaps the professional opinion.
Yeah.
Because I think in the community and in the animation world and even in the bigger animation world, like in the industry, very normal to have assistant. It's like all of us, none of us are going like, how dare you? You know what I mean? No, everyone understands that it's true. However, the public opinion, and I think what the public opinion is that everything should be from that person. That's why when you go like, hey, watch this channel, no one watches that channel. You know what I mean? They just came for you. They seriously, they come for the person that is attached. Yeah. And I think there's also a kind of positive connotation attached to a channel that's built by one person only.
Yeah,
and
very true.
It's weird because you're stuck in a weird conundrum in which keeping it low budget and easy to make and easy to produce by one person incorporates the relatability to fans, right?
Yeah,
but as a content creator, there's always the kind of desire to improve your content, to keep improving yourself. And when you do, obviously you may get an assistant, your production value increases, it may look really, really good. And then the fans are like, oh, this isn't like relatable anymore because it's so far above what I can do that it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I think there might be a struggle there to keep... If you're expanding and making your production better, how do you make it relatable? I think that's a lot of... There's a thought process to that. If you could do it right and you could do it wrong, I think.
Yeah, it's almost like making yourself obsolete with like, oh God, what are the kids into? And like when you start asking yourself that rather like, oh, what do I want to make a fun video about? Like when you go, oh God, what will they like? Like I feel like that's when... like that's when you like can feel yourself kind of like losing touch with why you started in the first place.
Are you saying I'm losing touch?
I think it's
Yep,
always
you
a
are.
balancing game because obviously there's a fine balance because you can't play YouTube. You can't play YouTube without adhering to fans. You can't. That's just not going to happen, right? For example, Billy wanted to make a One Punch Penis video. Guess how that turned out, right? There's a little bit of balance because I'm not using it like, oh, how dare you, Billy. I'm using it as if you make what you want, sometimes it will backfire hard. And so you sometimes need to balance it. Like, I want to tell this story. So my next story is about me. Well, the story that I'm working on now, it may be out by the time this podcast episode's out. But it's about me falling in love with a girl in New Zealand, right? Ooh. I could tell the story in a multitude of ways. I could go, like, the kind of sleazy approach and be like, yeah, she was thick. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to do that. Right, because that's not me, but B, I need to be aware of my demographic always, right? Yeah. Always be aware of demographic. I don't know. It's super interesting.
Yeah.
I think too that there's like everybody you're not conscious of it, but everybody has their storytelling style that's associated with their channel. Like, you know, Laddie's kind of all over the place.
What does that even mean? You didn't even use words. You just made a bunch of sounds like.
Get burned,
Yeah,
Laddi.
so and Laddie, if she had a Laddie crush story, wouldn't be like, yo, this boy,
Yo, this
So
boy
Laddi-
thick. You
yeah.
know?
And then because if you did, you'd be like, this is funny, but this isn't Laddie, and you'd stop watching. But if it was, so I met this boy, and he had hair.
I love it because like Laddie's like, oh hey, and then I'm just like, it's like spreading Vegemite, which is.
Chris is like curled up on the floor right now laughing.
That is what I call a callback.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's fine. Like I think it's really interesting. Like the entire YouTube game is so interesting, and like I say game because it is like a game a little bit. It's like one of the most fun games I'm playing right now, in which it's just
Next to
like
RuneScape.
how do I grow my channel? If I were to wake up tomorrow and I had like 10 million subs, I'd be really disappointed and I'd stop YouTube. Because no, I wouldn't. I would keep making videos, but it's just
No,
like,
I gotta quit.
At some point, you might not have anything to gain from it.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's like the fun part is growing. That it's not the destination; it's the journey that's fun. You know what I mean? And a lot of people they look at their sub count, they're like, "Damn it, I wish I could grow." And it's like, you know, motivation's fine, but I think just enjoy it. Just enjoy the growth. You know,
Never.
just enjoy it.
Yeah.
It makes the part in which you get random spikes. It makes the part of like, you know, when you make a good successful video that works, all that sweeter. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, everything worked.
It kind of though reminds me of a slot machine with like sometimes you just win like really big, and that's what kind of keeps you going and keep kind of gambling with it. In that, you know, gaining subscribers is like winning a slot machine, you know? And it's like you keep going back because you're like, okay, maybe I'll just have that high again. I'll have that big spike. And then sometimes, like poor Billy's video, you don't. And you just lose.
Do you have a gambling problem?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with that analogy, I used to be like that, in which I used to go for the next high. But I was watching a video by Phew, and he explained that if you keep going after singular moments, you're just going to get little sprinkles of good in like a long, hard journey of YouTube. You're just going to enjoy all of it. So in that analogy, it's just like, it's literally like going up and, you know, going up to this machine and getting a plate of food. And it's like, oh, cool. It's, you know, you like it every time. You get it and it's a good, very consistent food.
Satisfying.
And sometimes you go in and you get like Wagyu steak. You know, I'm sorry for using beef as the example, but you get like, you get like this 5-course sushi meal, and it's like, oh my god, yes. You know what I mean? You're just gonna enjoy everything. Try to enjoy everything, and then just, you know.
I mean, that's why I like theorizing, because say you had a very bad video that didn't do well. Why didn't it do well? You could pick it apart, you know, do a post-mortem, you know,
and learn from it.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's what I do all the time. I've done that to Chris and Illy. I've done it in front of you guys. Dissected my own video. I hate my own videos. I'm such a harsh critic to myself, but it helps me out. You know what I mean? It makes the next videos improve. Like when I look at that first video again with no color, no real movement, not like all black and white, the audio's off. I'm just like, dude, this is crazy. What the heck? I would do so many things different. So many things different.
But at the same time, like, you only know you would do things different because you had that first awful video. So
exactly.
Yeah. But it ages like a pound of cheese.
Yeah. A lot of people say, like, hey, I hate watching my first few videos. It's so cringe. It's cringe because you've now improved from that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why it's important to always keep your first video up. Just to compare yourself.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, no. Your first animation. Obviously, don't like 12-year-old Illy going like, hey guys, it's me.
It's me, Illy.
Laddi.
No. I think it's when I started YouTube, I think that was the first. Oh, no. I have a bunch of, like, shitpost videos that I've unlisted. I have a bunch of shitpost animation videos.
Yeah, you were trying to become a gaming channel for a little bit.
Yeah, I was. I think I could still do it. No.
Listen, I want to bring up something, and this, it's like the last few 10 minutes ish of the podcast. But I'm gonna bring up something that may be a mistake to do because Alyssa, you said to me one day, like, "Hey, Maz, if we ever get on the podcast with you, could we talk about ghosts with Chris?"
Yes.
Right?
What?
Because Alyssa's like, yeah, Chris doesn't believe in ghosts, and I just would like to talk about that. And I was like, okay, I'll add that to the list.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I had a ghost. Yes. So I moved in. I'm currently in an apartment, and I moved in here a year ago, and when we moved in, it just crazy stuff was happening, and we were like, yes, there is a freaking ghost in this apartment. And before that point, I was like, yeah, ghosts are only in movies, but stuff was like falling off the counter right in front of our eyes, and like AC wasn't on, windows were not open, like stuff was whack. Lights were flickering. It was insane. And I tell Chris about it, and he goes, "Babe, you know ghosts don't exist." And I'm like, I'm terrified in my own home, and you're like, ghosts aren't real.
Not a thing. Okay, here's the thing. Here's my reasoning. Okay, guys, do people have ghosts? By this logic, people have ghosts, right?
What does that mean?
Give birth to ghosts?
I mean, ghosts are like people that died, right? So,
yes.
I mean, like, I don't know, humans would have ghosts, right? A lot of people say, like, oh, my dog has a ghost, right?
Some people, I don't know.
Okay.
It's more common with people.
By that logic, most people are like, oh, yeah, my dog has a ghost. If you keep going down that line, like, everything has a ghost, right? So, like, grasshopper would have a ghost. Like, some weird microorganism would have a ghost.
Chris, my lasagna has a ghost, actually.
Excuse me, I'm a lasagna ghost. That's it.
I think ghosts stay around because they have regret, and animals don't have regret.
Really though? Because like I'm sure there's like zebras that get like totally gnawed at for like an hour or so.
But, like, what determines who has a ghost and who doesn't? Like, because like just think of all the people that have died. That's a lot of people. Just a bunch of ghosts roaming around.
Yes.
I don't believe in that definition of ghost. I don't like people die and turn into ghosts. No, screw you. I don't believe in that. However, what I do I can see happening, and this is like this. I'm not sure if this is conspiracy theory, but I have my tinfoil hat on. It's like, I don't think it's implausible for there to be life on Earth that we can't detect. You know what I mean?
Alien?
No, and it doesn't have to be aliens. They could be native to Earth. We just can't like either feel or see them. You know what I mean? Like, because we can only see a very, very limited area in the in the spectrum. Other animals can see more than that, and so there might be an animal that is not in that spectrum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like light bulbs. They can constantly flash. They don't stay on, but we don't see them flashing. To us, they look like they're constantly on. But to some animals,
our eyes are very limited. So I don't know. I can understand if there were animals that are kind of like ethereal almost. Like we can't feel or see them simply because we're not equipped to see them. But I don't believe in that being human spirit.
Yeah.
You're a spirit guy, right? That's interesting. You'd get along. Very well
like that definition of ghost. I can see, like them doing freaky stuff like that. It's like, oh dang.
Yeah.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I believe in curses as well. You can curse people.
Oh my god! Really?
You can absolutely. I like the thing is I was like I'm a perhaps it's arrogant for me to say, but I think I'm a smart guy. But I was also raised up in a cultural background. You know what I mean? I'm culturally significant.
This is a very Japanese mindset that you have.
Yeah, and like that. Exactly right. And it's like that's why like I seriously, genuinely think curses exist. Either curses or the placebo effect of being cursed is so significant that it actually has a noticeable impact.
The latter, I might believe that. Like
like I am cursed. They cursed me using like dead cow. I don't know. And then it's like, oh no, I'm cursed, and then the placebo effect causes them to deteriorate, and it's like a downward spiral of negative psychology. You know what I mean?
You got a couple voodoo dolls in your
what,
little
sir?
box? You got a couple of voodoo dolls in there?
Voodoo doll.
Yeah, I have one of Laddi actually. Just
wow.
gonna.
It's okay. I have one of Maz already.
You have my organs, Laddi.
Yeah,
You
I have
have. You have.
Lick the voodoo feet.
Just wait, Maz, one day.
One day I'm healing down the street, like, okay, Maz, bye. And it just,
Spin out of control.
I'm waiting for VidCon to do it like in front of you. So be like, look at this, Maz. Look at my cool toy. And then...
Hey, if you're listening all the way to the end here, just bring your Maz voodoo doll to VidCon. It'll be great.
Get it signed.
Yeah.
Give it a stab.
Get a stab by Laddi.
Oh no.
Yeah.
dude, it's gonna be like you're gonna stab me. You're gonna stab the voodoo doll, and then I'm gonna tip you.
It's like, here's
I'm just
$5.
gonna write loser on your voodoo doll's forehead,
What?
and then you have it forever tattooed on your forehead.
Oh my god.
Or like,
But yeah,
or
no,
like
I don't know.
Mayo proof on your face.
Mayo proof,
Yeah.
always.
Always.
I'm not a conspiracy nut, but I believe in that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, aliens. Do you guys think they exist? Like, that's
Yeah,
that's
of course
gotta
aliens
be.
exist.
Come on, this world is too big, you guys. There's
You mean
gotta
the
be
universe is
aliens.
too big?
I'm for aliens. I'm pro alien.
No, I don't.
Pro-alien.
Like, listen, I'm so on the fence because the argument that there's gotta be, it doesn't hold up at all, right?
Yes,
Because
it
we
does.
haven't-
The universe is massive, my
You
guy.
need to know organisms and water on another planet somewhere. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
smart intelligence. It just has to be something out there.
Yeah,
Something
there's
alive.
something somewhere or something.
There's
you know?
totally
Okay,
above.
let me. We talked about this in an earlier, I think episode 1, episode 2. I don't know, but it's just like the fact that we haven't found anything already is incredibly worrying, right? And I agree, the universe is huge, but isn't if intelligence grows, right? If intelligence grows, and evolves and becomes sentient, intelligent, builds life, etc., etc. Their goal primarily would be to travel to other planets, would it not? Like, because that's what we're trying to do right now,
Yeah.
right? But the fact that we haven't seen any of it, even with all our equipment, multiple galaxies away, is very worrying. So the scientists have a thing called the Great Filter, and there's 2 theories.
Yes,
right?
I was just about to. Yep.
Yeah, I love that because it shook me because I was the same way. I was like, there's got to be aliens. But then I watched like the video about the Great Filter, and I'm like, oh no, that
We're all
doesn't
gonna
have to
die.
be. Right?
We're
Yeah,
about to
because like
hit
for
our-
example, if there's a filter before us, meaning there's a certain stage or a certain coincidence of life that needs to happen to result in intelligent species, and we're the only ones to hit it. We're the first one. We're literally number 1. You know what I mean?
We are number 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's an old meme.
Oh, is that a juicy?
And the thing
that's
is,
like a vintage 2014 meme.
We always
Thank
say
you.
like, "Oh, the universe is too big. There's got to be more." But that's I guess who's gonna say that? Number 1, like the first person is gonna believe that as well because it's like it's too big. We can't be number 1, but we might be number 1. You know.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And then the second scenario is there was intelligent life, but then they hit a filter. They hit something that just decimates their population.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nukes.
And that
or
we are getting
robots.
closer to that filter, the more
Yeah,
like quote unquote intelligent
so-
we get, more destructive, more people.
We're all
Yeah,
gonna
because we
die.
have nukes and we have nano gun and stuff.
And we have Heelys.
Dude, Heelys are weapons of mass destruction. Okay,
Full
don't.
circle.
The power of Heelys and anime on my side.
I think the
I don't know, man.
heathens are gonna take over,
I'm
bro.
so convinced. And then, like, did you guys hear about the New York Times thing like a few months ago, in which someone just said like a representative from the FBI or something like, yeah, we found alien alloy, like something that couldn't be made
Yes.
on Earth, and I was like, what?
And
The
they
heck?
glossed over.
Why
They're
is
like,
nobody
"Yep, that's
talking
it."
about this?
I remember this
Maz,
conversation.
I know you said you're not really into like this kind of stuff, but there's this really good podcast, if I may plug, called Mysterious Universe, and they have like 19 seasons. But
plug other podcasts on this podcast.
I'm plugging it. I love it. And yeah, they mentioned that like that very same thing. They're like, why are they talking about it? We're going to talk about it. So check it out, Mysterious Universe.
Mysterious universe. Seriously though, it's like legit. I was shooketh. I was shooketh.
Shooketh.
All right. Put your aluminum foil caps on.
Aluminium, please.
been on.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminium hats, please. All right.
Can we all make tinfoil hats for VidCon?
Dude, Heelys and tinfoil hats and the leather jacket saying Heelys with feelys. Dude, I'm keen.
Unstoppable.
Yes.
We are unstoppable.
On the
Watch
prowl.
out. We're coming.
If any fans come up to us, you can
Don't
give.
talk to me
Just
or
show us
my
your feet.
Heelys ever again.
See, the thing is, every
Moms
podcast
are
we
owning
say,
it now.
"Hey, dude, we should do it."
Yeah.
I'm keen.
Yeah. Tinfoil hats and Heelys.
Okay.
Every
Set the trend.
podcast, we always do a thing in which it's just like, hey, but I always make the joke like, hey, if you see us at VidCon, you can do this. But now the list is getting too big. Like when you see us, you got to give us a turtle for us to throw, for me to lick your feet, for Laddi to just go like, like it's too much. And then if you come up to VidCon with like secret Heelys, like obviously because they're banned, we would never endorse Heelys. But if you come with like secret Heelys, that would be
Secret
cool.
Heelys.
You can roll
We'll
with
be
us.
like a secret society.
It's very Heely society.
We're like standing there, they're like, are they looking? No. And then we zoom, and then we stop, and then we like,
It's like, it was them.
and you see like a bunch of FBI agents like running towards, like, go, 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 go. We just like zoom up.
Ever watch Lion
Dude,
King?
I'm so afraid. Like, don't even mention FBI to me right now, because I'm so
Why?
afraid of being like deported from America or something. I don't know.
Oh, Maz, I'll hide you in my house.
Man. I'm also afraid of guns. Don't shoot me.
Oh, yeah, fair. Very
Thinking
fair.
about it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I think you've said enough in this podcast to have the FBI deport.
To what?
It's the
to,
foot thing.
Too far.
We're gonna keep you alive just for you to lick our feet. Oh gosh. Oh god.
Ew.
Laddie, don't you love feet? You love the
No.
foot fungus.
Ew.
Ah,
Number 15. Breaking foot legs.
it's like an evil laugh.
Sorry, it's just such a dumb video. It's so good.
I like how you say it too. It just comes out of nowhere.
Alright, on that note, see that meme is gonna die in like when this comes out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a dead meme, but it's funny as hell. It's the same thing as like in episode 1 we were all going like, oh man, I love that you do not know the way.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
the
like
way.
a
Oh,
month
God.
later and it was already dead by the time
I love
it
that.
came
It's so
out.
dead.
Aw.
It's so
Okay.
That's
dead.
so
dude.
Instead of, like-
sad.
Instead of meme watch, instead of meme watch, you need like cringe watch. Like, okay, because they will not age well. None of them.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting psyche. Like when we rewatch this like 2 years down the line, like man, remember that meme? Because even in the first episode, we were talking about the trumpet meme that Toto showed us, and that
Yes.
lasted like a day
Yeah, dude,
max.
that's not-
that
Like,
makes sense.
like evil Patrick, I don't think that's gonna last. That's
No.
gonna die so
No.
quick.
I hate the evil
Mhm.
Patrick meme.
I mean, I
Isn't
like
that
the trumpet
good?
one, but like nobody's gonna like spread it anymore.
Nah.
So yeah, it'll just be there. Poor trumpet. Poor turtle.
Poor turtle.
Yeah.
poor trumpet turtles.
Shake our head, Toto. We should
But
just kick
Heelys.
Toto out. No.
Get him out of here.
All right.
Punt him.
So I just want to say sorry because we're recording this before episode 2 is even out, right? But I'm gonna assume that there's gonna be fan art between episode 2 and episode 3. So here's the fan art, everybody.
God, so
Hey,
sexy.
we're showing.
Look at
Oh
this
my god!
one.
Only 10% of people are up to this point.
Yeah. Oh, this one's
Oh my God.
cool.
No, this one's really cool.
No, this one's
Oh.
cool.
The animal one, no, laddie, it's not cool.
No, oh no. No.
All right, that's it. All right, so that's the end of the fan art. If you guys want to make animation / fan art or whatever, you can either email us at thevoicechatpodcast@gmail.com or just tag us at voicechatpod. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Boom.
I think that should be it. All right. Thank you so much for listening in. Thank you so much for the guests, Illy and Chris, coming on
Thanks.
and
Thanks for having us.
just podcasting along. I hope you guys had fun.
We did.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
I hope the audience had fun.
Oh,
All right.
what's fun?
All
Too
right.
much
Thanks,
fun.
everybody. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And logging off now.
And see.